On today's episode, we will talk about overconformity examples in the athletic world.
Good morning, and we are here today on Hurst News Now, and I am here to introduce our experts, Diana and Austin, to discuss our issues on overconformity in today's world. Diana, so good to see you today.
Thanks so much for having me. Super excited to be here. I am the smartest in my field. I'm very prominent in that. Glad I can help.
And Austin, so glad you can make it here on this occasion.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here. You know, my sports background and me playing in college, I'm very happy to talk about this. So we're gonna have a good time and be ready.
And thank you. Looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say later on in our show.
Deviant overconformity consists of supernormal ideas, traits, and actions that indicate an uncritical acceptance of norms and a failure to recognize any limits to following norms, such as playing despite broken bones.
On Leftwich again on 2nd and 10, seam route. He's got Darius Watts inside the 35 and all the way down to the Akron 33-yard line.
Now look at this. The offensive linemen are carrying him down. I think this is the first. I have not seen that.
Never. That's amazing.
Help your homeboys out. And Darius Watts, what do we say? Keep them short. No big plays. Well, D. Watts comes back and makes up for that touchdown he didn't get in the end zone.
An absolute Herculean effort from Byron Leftwich.
And I am here after a tough loss for a post-game interview with quarterback Byron Leftwich. Byron, what an amazing performance. Tell me a little bit about what was going on the field.
Well, we were going into the game. We knew this was a must-win game. So, I got out there and I hurt my leg, and they took me out and I had to talk to the medical staff, and they were telling me not to go back in, but I had to go back in.
Did you not have a backup? I mean, what was going through your head at this time?
Well, my backup was the reason I had to go back in, because he couldn't get the job done. I'm better on one foot than he is with two, so that's how that goes.
Well, you heard it here right on Hurst News Now. Thank you so much for having us, Byron.
No problem. I'm going to be in the NFL. Don't forget my name.
I'm here with Austin to get an expert's opinion on this issue. So Austin, after watching Byron's performance and interview, why is this such a norm? Why are athletes so dedicated to the game they play?
Well, they want the success and they want to always strive to be the best. So being the best, you got to play the best, and you got to play through injury. And being a football player, you have to accept the risk and understand that you might get hurt. But even if you get hurt in a crazy game like football where you will get hurt, sometimes you just have to man up and just play through it. So some players just man up and try to do what they can.
I see. So have you had a personal experience with this type of situation?
Yes, back in my college days, I had a couple injuries and took some pills, some painkillers, and probably shouldn't have played and made it worse, but we won, so it was worth it.
I see. Thank you very much for giving me your expert opinion.
Thank you.
And we'll be back with Hurst News Now after these messages.
And now, an important message from the King.
Hi, I'm Buck Weston, King of Sporting Goods. And to make my stores the best they can be, I've teamed up with my son.
Hello, I'm Phil Weston, and I'm the Prince of Vitamins.
Now you can get all your health supplement needs at Buck and Phil's Sports Kingdom.
At prices so low, it'll blow your top.
Don't worry, kind sir, we've got something for that too. See?
I do see, Prince Phil.
Now in 5 convenient locations.
I'm Buck Weston.
I'm Phil Weston,
And we've got balls.
and vitamins.
But mainly balls.
And vitamins! We got word this afternoon from the Bucks that they cut Jenkins, but before that, he actually said his goodbye to the fans, tweeting right here, "Thank you, Tampa Bay. Next chapter." This is his second DUI arrest in 3 years.
It was almost 4 in the morning.
He's an NFL player, but I smell alcohol.
And Austin Safarian Jenkins is about to get arrested for driving under the influence.
I'm free to leave at this point. You are not free to leave at this point.
He tells the trooper over and over he's sorry.
I apologize for wasting your guys' time.
and that he didn't have anything to drink.
You been drinking tonight, man? I have not, sir. You sure about that? I'm 100% sure, sir.
He also offers something special.
Can I please get y'all cards? So when I catch this touchdown, I hand this ball to the police, sheriff that's there. I shout y'all out.
Florida Highway Patrol says he was going almost 80 miles an hour in a 55 and weaving, even cutting off the trooper.
And we are back on Hurst News Now. After seeing this situation with Austin Jenkins, along with knowing other athletes, similar situations, I'm joined here with Diana to get an expert's opinion about this off-the-field issue. So Diana, this isn't the first time you've seen this with athletes, correct?
No, we've seen this with athletes a lot, even at the college level, the pro level, it doesn't matter.
So, can you elaborate on this topic for me?
Yeah, so we see this a lot with athletes, sometimes more than once, like with Austin, where they are out of control. You'll see in the video how he tried to get out of it because they think maybe that they are capable of that with their money or with their fame. We've seen athletes like Olympic athlete Michael Phelps suffer and get arrested with a DUI. We've seen coaches like Mike Ditka in a Super Bowl winning year who had a DUI under his belt. We see this a lot. We see in basketball players, football players. It doesn't really matter. A lot of men, we still get some women though who deal with this, but we're noticing now more that we don't have enough full research on it because no athlete is gonna really wanna talk about it or come out about it in the society that they're in, how drinking becomes such a norm, especially binge drinking after dealing with a great season ending or a really tough game coming to an end, maybe even injury. We see athletes struggling with that and turning to binge drinking and not realizing maybe, or maybe they do realize and they just think, oh, I'm untouchable because I do succeed in life normally. So we deal with having to address that, but we also need more research on it, and we just started to notice patterns in this type of stuff.
Right, okay, so you would say possibly the best way to fix a situation or gain more knowledge is research on the topic?
Definitely, we need more research, we need accurate data, we need people willing to talk about this, which most athletes probably do not because that could jeopardize their future. However, a lot of times we see an athlete gets a DUI, maybe it's a slap on the wrist, and they're still competing come next season, or maybe they have to take a little course on alcohol, or they pay a small fine compared to what their salaries are. They come back, they're playing, they got time to get in shape maybe even, and they come back better than ever, and they're competing back on the field again the same way they were before.
Right, so you seem very passionate about this issue. Have you experienced something on a personal level with this?
Yes, I have seen teammates deal with this issue, and even there are coaches out there that have just said, oh, okay, we'll sweep it under. You messed up, it's all right, we'll get over it. One mistake is okay, and then it goes no further than that. No one talks about it again.
All right, well, thank you so much, Diana, for your expert's opinion, and we will be right back on Hurst News Now. All right, and we are back. Thank you so much for so far watching our newscast of our overconformity issues, but we wanted to talk to you all about some personal issues that we've experienced. So I'll be the first to say I've had some experience off the field with academic honesty. It wasn't me personally, it was a friend of mine. It was during J-term, my freshman year, and for those of you who don't know what J-term is, you take a class during the winter break to try to get ahead of your credits and continue to do well so you can continue to play. And we were in class and we had to watch a movie and write an essay about it. And my friend thought it'd be a great idea because she didn't watch the film, she skipped that class, to print out an essay of the video and turn it in. And she actually got caught, failed the class, and was told never to return to the class and didn't receive any J-term credit. And this negatively affected our team. We had to clean the weight room at 6 in the morning. It did not affect us in the right way, and she did this all to get ahead, to still keep her credits to play on the team, and it didn't go well.
So mine was about the sports side of it, and it was my senior year of high school, and I partially tore my meniscus, and I didn't think anything of it. I just thought I hurt my knee, but I knew I kind of tore it because I tore my other one before. So sat out like a couple weeks, and then went to go see like a chiropractor, and he did some stuff with my knee, and I just tried to play on it. So then I continued to play. I would just take some pills before the game, and I would play, and it helped my team. Probably shouldn't have done it, because then I ended up fully tearing my meniscus, and it worked against me very negatively. But you know, it felt like it was worth it during the time, and I felt like I was helping my team. But in the long run, it had a negative effect, and I probably shouldn't have done it.
I also have played injured before. In high school, I had a concussion and kept playing, which was really dumb because I wasn't even running our plays right. I ran them backwards, and I couldn't read the board in class, which is when I realized, all right, I really need to stop. But I'm still playing hurt right now with my leg, and it's more of do it for the team, and you need to be there for your team, and if that means do what you gotta do, it's do what you gotta do. You don't stop. You make the sacrifice for the team and for trying to win and compete. That's the whole reason you're playing your sport, so you kind of do the whatever it takes attitude, and I think we all kind of have had to do that before a little bit.
Yeah. So, I mean, you've heard it from us. I'm sure many of you have had issues with overconformity or underconformity, and you've played through it or tried to go above and beyond just to fit in or do well in a certain aspect. So, thank you so much for watching our video, and we'll see you next time on Hurst News Now.